Zac and Flem were middle class and educated too, so when Flem gave birth to Tarquin, they read books on what to do. Involve your child in all decisions, said the books they read. Your child's opinion matters, is what the authors said. So they consulted Tarquin and asked him what he thought of where to take their holidays and even what they brought. And so it went until he reached the grand old age of 8, meaning Tarquin had opinions he was not afraid to state. Now Zac and Flem and Tarquin, as I think I said before, were middle class, and therefore only shopped in certain stores. Asda was beyond the pale, and as for Lidl, well, organic fair trade tofu's not the sort of thing they sell. They never went to pound shops. Tarquin said, I hate those. Though M&S, as Tarquin said, oh no, sorry, I fucked it up. Sainsbury and even Tesco weren't the shops they loved, though M&S, as Tarquin said, is just a cut above. They never went to pound shops. Tarquin said, I hate those. The shop they favoured most of all was, you may have guessed it, Waitrose. Tarquin loved their Heston salt beef, wheatgerm and pretzel sub. He was partial to their zesty lemon fair trade sub, lemon syllabub. But Tarquin's favourite, and the reason for his dreadful plight, was merchant gourmet quinoa, red and white. Now, normal people don't eat quinoa. I'm sure you'll agree. I've never had it near me, though I've seen it on TV. But Tarquin just adored it. He doted on the stuff. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, he just couldn't get enough. He ate it with fresh goji berries on organic toast. He always had it as a side dish with his lentil roast. A meal was simply incomplete without the lovely sight of a bowl of Waitrose merchant gourmet quinoa, red and white. But then came the fateful day. The stock was changed around, and merchant gourmet quinoa, red and white, could not be found. But when will it be in, begged Tarquin, holding back his tears. Oh, we might get some more, they said, but not for many years. Just then, Tarquin spotted it, half hidden out of sight. A single box of merchant gourmet quinoa, red and white. But then he saw that someone else, a boy about his size, was reaching for the quinoa right before his very eyes. No, you don't, he shouted. That box belongs to me. Let go that box, you little brute. I need it, don't you see? And Tarquin grabbed him by the hair and biffed him on the nose. And before their parents knew it, the boys had come to blows. Stop your brat, cried Flem, aghast. My Tarquin isn't tough. What nonsense, came the sharp retort. Your boy has cut up rough. What next was said, I can't repeat, for it was very rude. But things just went downhill from there as violence ensued, and all the parents, even Zac and Flem, began to fight for the final box of merchant gourmet quinoa, red and white. At the end of it, our hero, if such a term is right, stood in silence, staring at the sad and sorry sight of a scattered box of merchant gourmet quinoa, red and white. As you may have guessed by now, there is no happy end for little Tarquin, or indeed his parents, Zac and Flem. Tarquin's mood just worsened. All he did was sit and brood. He was inconsolable without his favourite food. Tarquin would not eat a thing. His parents were forlorn. A week went past, and Tarquin started looking rather drawn. A month of eating nothing, and he wasted quite away. There was a little less of Tarquin every single day. Merely skin and bone, he grew too weak to lift his head. And after one more month, little Tarquin was quite dead. The moral of this tragic tale is just as plain as day. On matters great or small, your children should not have a say. Don't ask them what they want to eat, just give them what you got. Their opinions, quite frankly, matter not a jot. Children should be seen, not heard. I'm sure you know I'm right. And never give them merchant gourmet quinoa, red and white.